Subscribe in 5 seconds or your shotgun will hit for 6 damage. 10 seasons later, and would you believe there are still hackers in Fortnite?
What?
Why doesn't Epic just remove them like they removed Double Pump?
You know, Fred, not everything is so easy as just removing it from the game. Oh my god! Have you been using code T5G in the item shop when purchasing any Fortnite cosmetic to support your favorite channel? Because if you are, and you leave a comment below with your Epic Games username, you could win a shout out in a future video. Number 10, Aimbot. It's season 10 or X, whichever one you prefer, and you'd think that those pesky hackers might have been witted out by now. Unfortunately, even though Fortnite seems to be leagues ahead of most other games in the industry, they themselves can't get rid of all the hackers. They pop like woodworms, and no matter how many you squash, more keep popping up. Except this little woodworm has a driftboard, and there was nothing Atheno could have done about it. If you get targeted by a hacker while in redeploy, it's almost guaranteed that you'll get lasered.
What is this? What am I watching right now? What is this? No way. So guys, I died to a person that is literally using Aimbot. Yep. I love Fortnite Season 10 so much. It's so good.
I love how most people that get eliminated by hackers always seem to question reality for a moment. Like, what is this? What is this?
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Until eventually giving in to acceptance. Probably the best part for Atheno, though, is actually being able to witness this one worm in particular get squashed by the Fortnite banhammer mid-driftboard trick shot. And you're out of here. Number 9 is the Brute Hacker. Okay, so the Brutes have definitely been making waves throughout the community. You'd expect with an awesome new vehicle or weapon to see some gnarly clips spreading across YouTube like wildfire. But instead, we have clips showing how broken and overpowered it is, or how often it can glitch out. Now, apparently, there's even hacks that people have been using with the Brutes. It's already hacking. I just feel bad for Mr. Chicken in this jump scare of an ambush.
Oh my god. Whoa, what the hell? Where did you come from? What?
At first, it looks as though someone is just lasering him from on top of polar peaks. But then it's like straight out of a scene from a horror film. McChicken looks away for 2 seconds, and when he turns back, there's suddenly a Megatron Brute standing right in front of Mr. Chicken, scaring the living daylight out of him. I've gotta give him credit for at least avoiding that first missile barrage. He may have had no chance, but this chicken wasn't going down without a fight. Number 8, Invisible Hacker. After 10 seasons, I think it's fair to say we've seen a huge amount of different hacks, but there's always been one super ability that I was never sure if it was a bug or a hack: invincibility. Sure enough, it sounds exactly like a hack and pretty much acts the same way, but it's not one I've seen as often as others, and if you're gonna use multiple hacks, why would you not have invincibility? So for now, I've kind of just assumed that this is a really rare bug. If you know, then be sure to let us know in the comments, but even if it is a bug, it's so bad it's hack worthy. This Black Knight is just running around the last squad with no guns and not a care in the world. With those wings on his back, it just makes the whole thing comical, like a cat and mouse game. Except this mouse will never get caught. And it's too bad we never got to see what happened in the end. Did they eventually manage to eliminate the Black Knight, or do you think it came down to a heal-off in the storm? Number 7, hacker exposed by teammate. So I'm sure plenty of you have been sent back to the lobby by at least one hacker in your own Fortnite careers, but how many of you have actually gotten a random hacker on your team? And what would you do in that situation? Well, that's exactly what happened to Shades of Nate here, but the hacker doesn't even hide it. In fact, he just tells Nate everything. He's got ESP, which allows him to see players through the map. He's got a special type of aimbot where he doesn't even need to aim, and he can tell what weapons the enemy are using. This kid is kitted out and was completely open and honest about it all, saying it costs around $500. How does this dude even have near that kind of money at his age? The kid tears up at the server, and Nate even eliminates him in order to spectate. The kid actually seemed okay, but at the end of the day, this little man is hacking, and we all know he's most likely already been banned by now. Number 6, Brute Hacker. We're back with the Brutes again, and it looks like we may have a solution to what these Brute hacks are. We know they're terrifying, but now we have some idea of how it works. Just watch this clip closely and see if you spot anything suspicious. Okay, so all we know is Baller VC gets annihilated out of nowhere by missiles. After he checks out the replay though, we see exactly what was going on. Somehow, this hacker is managing to shoot missiles across the map. He looks as though he's on the ice at Greasy, but every now and then the hacker keeps teleporting. I'm guessing he's using some sort of teleport hack to have the missiles hit enemies from a distance and then teleporting onto them for the loot like he did with Baller VC. I think we might have to start some brute protests in Fortnite soon. Number 5. Aimbot. Until we see some groundbreaking anti-cheat system, I'm pretty positive we'll be seeing aimbot-style hacks for a while. Gaming companies will try their best, but there's just no bulletproof system at the moment. And even though it's 10 seasons since the game was released, it's still funny to watch how some of these reactions play out. In the beginning of the clip, they were cursing each other out and blaming each other for the team getting eliminated, but as soon as they see it was a hacker, their attitudes change pretty quick.
Yo, he actually knows where everybody's at. He's walling.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, hit me.
Oh,
Hit me, we can get it done.
Behind the tree.
Oh, Hunter.
No.
Hunter, are you Master Holy Hunter?
Oh my god.
No.
How many meters?
Look at the food.
Hacker is
Whatever.
close. Oh my. Oh
my god.
We may have had our fair share of hacker encounters, but like Cozy World and his team, it's still no less surprising when it actually happens to you. There's not much you can do except hit the reset button and just hope it's not a common occurrence. But in number 4, we've got the glide board. Okay, so the drift board itself has been a little buggy, but overall, the community seemed to be enjoying it. Pulling off nutty trick shots or simply giving you some decent travel speed while still being able to shoot can be extremely useful. But something we've noticed throughout the past few seasons since they were introduced is how much hackers love them too.
So I'm gonna, yeah, like right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
This clip pretty much sums it all up. The fact is that with a no bloom aimbot, you can just drift around the map at top speeds while also being able to get ridiculous heights to shoot over objects. The driftboard is the perfect aimbot vehicle, and even if you spot a hacker in your game, you'll have no chance of escape when they're chasing you down at 50 miles per hour. But in number 3, we've got the hacker montage. So this segment is a bit of a special one because usually we're always showing someone spectating a hacker, but you rarely get to see what it's actually like from the hacker's perspective. How do the hacks work? How does it look on screen? Well, with this season 10 clip, it shows all. You'll straight away notice how all the players will have a box surrounding them, which is the ESP, showing you enemies all around the map and through objects for a certain distance. Then you've got the classic aimbot just locking onto heads and turning the camera so fast you can't even see it. It's not something we would ever endorse, but we thought it would be worth showing you exactly what this looks like for them. Then hopefully you can use this information to maybe prevent it if you're lucky in the future. I mean, there's not really a lot you can do to avoid getting killed by a hacker, but at least you'll know what they're doing so you can try, which I have seen streamers kill hackers, so the best of luck. So leave us a comment if you think that you could kill a hacker if you encountered one in a real game. Number 2, hacker shoots through build. Really? This hack's back? Now even turtling isn't gonna help you. We saw this shooting through objects hack a few seasons back. It's one of those extremely rare hacks that I kind of hope they'd found a way to stop that hack. Apparently not though, because in this clip, Ahmed manages to clutch up in Mega Mall, but is low on health, and so standard procedure should follow, right? Turtle up, heal up? Well, not exactly. Like the boss he is, Ahmed manages to eliminate the hacker while still being knocked. This hacker is still so kill hungry that he rushes straight into a trap that Ahmed placed earlier and gets absolutely destroyed, and Ahmed's friend, Unique Styles, comes in for the res. Good clutch up, guys. GG. Number 1, Fortnite Hacker. The Floor is Lava LTM came back. Well, it's been out for a little while now, but it's good to see the return of this amazing game mode. That nostalgic kids game nearly all of us played, turned even more realistic by Fortnite, should honestly just be a permanent game mode. I'd play that day in and day out. However, the one problem with this particular LTM is just how much it attracts hackers. Towards the middle and end of the game, you barely have any mountains left, which causes most players to clump up, meaning it's a field day for someone hacking.
Bro, we just got aimbotted up.
Exactly.
No, he doesn't have ESP. Look at that. Look at that. Only headshot.
He didn't miss one headshot yet.
How much kills does his teammate have? Look at that! Look at that!
As you can see, everyone was attempting to claim some of the only solid ground left, and player after player simply gets picked off with 80 damage headshots like it's duck hunting season. We've all been there ourselves at some point, merciless to the hacks of our enemy, so be sure to let us know some of your interesting encounters in the comments below. But don't click off the video just yet. Make sure to check out our video on the top 10 new Fortnite glitches that broke the game. You're not going to want to miss out on this video, so be sure to click that annotation on screen right now and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.